it would be better if you didn't ignore it. We had a motion on the table to ask Mr. Hall to sit among the audience. Let's vote on that. Correct?
Yes.
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 That has passed, and let's move to item number 2. Consideration and vote regarding resolution 2007-15, amending the scope and authority of legal services of the law firm of Ray, Quinney & Nebeker.
Oh, wait a minute, Mayor.
Yes.
By the way, I was sitting the
Thank you, Mr. Holt. Appreciate
We did
that.
not. We didn't vote on the ordinance itself.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that
Yes, we did. That has taken place.
Yeah, we did.
That took place, then this motion was made, and that's where we were. I'm
I
sure.
don't think we voted on the ordinance itself.
Teddy could tell us, but
Jody,
you
can you
just.
read that back?
Which one?
Ordinance
The
2007-7. Now,
Item number
we had a
one.
motion and a second, but I
That was
don't believe
number
we,
one.
I
Yeah.
don't believe that we.
You did have a motion, you did have a second, and yes, you did upload all items.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. If there's a question, I
Guess I'm
appreciate you
frazzled.
bringing it up.
Paying attention.
So let's move to number 2. We have Bill Maxwell and Nancy Lord's naming here. I don't know if you want to address anything to this.
I'll be glad to address it shortly. I'm one of the ones, along with Nancy, well, I'm the one that originally drafted the original amendment to the resolution. It's gone through a few little revisions since
Can I get a
then.
copy of that?
You don't get a packet?
Yeah.
I didn't for this meeting.
Right here.
Oh, I'm
That's your
sorry.
packet.
I'm sorry.
It takes
I lied.
meetings, so
And there's your next
I stand
meeting.
corrected.
You didn't lie on purpose.
That's your next meeting.
And I would like to,
Sorry about that.
We can mail it yesterday.
I understand.
I would like Teddy to correct the date on this resolution. It says passed and approved the 27th of February. When I drafted this, it was my understanding that we would have it at the next Tuesday meeting, but we're having it today, so we need to change the date on that to the 24th. And we have just felt with the situation we're in, there's some things that we've been a little uncomfortable going to our own legal counsel with, and we needed the help of Ray, Quinney, and Nebeker on some items other than just strictly the lawsuit. And so I prepared this. It's gone through a couple of revisions from some other people, but basically I was the original drafter. And I think that we need their help on some items that involve the mayor. And so I just suggest that we expand the scope of the services provided by the firm of Ray, Quinney, and Nebeker for the council.
It sounds pretty clear to me. I move that we approve resolution number 2007-15, amending a resolution regarding the scope and authority for legal services agreement with the law firm of Ray, Quinney, and Nebeker. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Been moved and second. Any more discussion to the matter?
Could there just be one really quick question? I think would save potential lawsuit, because I just need to clarify something really fast on behalf of the
Council,
mayor.
what are your
I'm
wishes?
fine.
Okay, I just have one question. The second part, the section 2, in which the billing for the law firm goes directly to Councilmember Speed for review and approval, there's no contention by the council, is there, that it's not still a public record?
Oh, no.
Okay, that's what I figured.
No.
That's what I figured, but it wasn't clear from the language of the
This
ordinance.
is just for the review. Thank you for your question.
The thing I didn't want, and I'll just be quite upfront with it, is I didn't want the bill hitting the mayor's desk and the mayor sitting on it.
True. In fairness to the mayor, I believe she did not sit on the last bill. I believe she okayed it and signed a check. There's no problem.
She very well may have. I'm not contending that. I'm just saying that where this is the council for the city council members, we felt that it was more appropriate for it to go to a city council member than the mayor. The mayor's certainly willing to see any of the documentation or anything.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion. Ready to vote? Craig?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
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 Okay, unanimous approval. Item number 2. Let's move to item number 3. One is also quite clear cut. Resolution urging the Utah legislature to not use tolling as a means of paying for construction of corridor preservation along Mountain View Corridor. This item was most of our cities, and this was a request actually from Representative Cannon up in Washington to to request the help of the cities in expressing their preference not to have the Mountain View corridor seen as planned as a toll road. And so we are joining with other cities in our support of such a decision because most of us totally agree with this. So I move that we approve Resolution 2007-14 to the effect that just explained. Do I have a 2nd?
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Yeah, what's wrong with it being a toll road?
It's another hidden tax.
Just vote no.
Well, I don't think that's hidden at all. It's actually quite up front. You know, you get charged that every time.
Well, if you don't agree with this, you can certainly vote against it.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to persuade the council, you know, not to vote for it, because actually I think toll roads are a good idea.
Well, I don't like toll roads. I travel back east frequently enough. I do not like toll roads, and many of other people agree with my opinion of toll roads.
You know, Jess, I might be inclined to be open to your argument if the effort were to turn all of the major roads in the state into toll roads. But to single out this particular road and to say, this road we have to do as a toll road when all of the other roads throughout the history of this state, ever since the interstate and before was created, to single this out as a toll road, I think sets a bad precedent, and I think it's unfair to the citizens on the west side of the valley. And you know, it's like, I don't know if you had a chance to read Representative Cannon's letter, but I thought it was very compelling because you know, there are going to be a lot of people that will need to use this road just for quick short trips to their kids' soccer games or school activities, or to come shopping in Bluffdale at that intersection that will be at the Mountain View corridor someday, or to short points in between. And for people to have to pay a toll for that road, it's going to discourage people from using that road. It's going to discourage people from coming to our retail area that will be at that juncture of the corridor. And I just don't think it's good public policy to take one road and single it out and not to do it to all the roads. If it's a good public policy to have toll roads, then let's make all of the major roads toll roads and change the way we fund all of them. But to do it just to this one, I think, is unfair to the citizens of the west side of this valley. The legislature, I wasn't able to look it up again, but the legislature just passed some additional funding for the Mountain View corridor this week, and I think they're realizing that the toll road concept is not very popular, and so I think there's an effort to try and come up with the funding, and I believe that that's possible given the tax hikes that have been approved by the citizens and the economic. What am I trying to say? We're in a good economic climate right now. You know, we're awash in cash as a state, and I think there's a desire to fund the roads, and there's the money to fund the roads, and I think that doing a toll road is not good at this time.
I'm listed here as a co-sponsor, and at first, I have to be honest, I was just trying to keep a real open mind on, when I say at first, this was when it was first proposed. I also used toll roads in the east and in other areas. And I wasn't necessarily opposed to them because that's just the way it was. But the more I considered this, the more I have to admit that Mr. Cannon's remarks were compelling enough for me that I happen to agree that this ordinance is proper at this point. But I was trying to make